Hi guys, welcome back to another short video. Today we're going to quickly talk through wetsuit boots, what to look for, and all the different varieties out there. So a wetsuit boot you're going to be looking at for two different reasons. First of them is going to be protection. So this is so your feet don't get hurt as you're walking to and from the beach or in and out of the water. And the idea with that is some boots come with a thicker sole that allow you to do this with a sort of vulcanized feel, so you're not going to slip. The other reason you're going to be looking at a wetsuit boot is about warmth. So when you're in colder conditions like we have here in the UK, you're going to really want to wear a boot that keeps you as warm as possible and keeps that extremities, so your feet, which are a long way from your heart, as warm as they possibly can be. Now when you come to look at boots, you're going to see a lot of different variations, a lot of different thicknesses, a lot of different technologies. So we're just going to quickly talk through the main differences in the sort of main areas. So as we start, probably the boot for the warmest conditions is going to be a 2mm sort of reef boot, we'd call it. So this is going to be perfect for anyone who is going to be just going in the beach in the summer, wants to walk across the pebbles, anything like that really, but at the same time can be used if you're going to warmer climates. So any place which uses reef breaks, or you're going to be having to walk in a long distance, having a little reef boot like this, which has a lot of clasps and clamps to stick it on, really make a big difference. Probably going to be quite thin, but going to be really good and with a really solid sole to help you walk across those sort of painful stones. So now it comes through to sort of the general thicknesses of boots. So we're going to be at the thinnest end, as going to be about a 1.5mm wetsuit sock. Perfect for using with a bodyboard fin or a diving fin. Gives you just that little bit of warmth, a little bit of protection from rub, but probably not very suitable for walking in and out the water with. Really is only giving you a little bit of thermal benefit there. Nice and flexible, but not going to give you a huge amount of protection in that sort of boot. Now in the main category of boots, you're going to have 3mm, 5mm, 7mm, and even 8mm boots. You'd pick a boot dependent on the sort of water temperature you're going to be in. So for the sort of summertime or the spring and the autumn in the UK, a 3mm boot is going to be perfect. Then in the winter, a 5mm boot is probably going to be acceptable for most people. Or if you feel the cold or you're going to be surfing in the north of the UK or somewhere pretty Baltic, then a 7 or 8mm boot is going to be what you're going to be looking for with that. You'll also notice with wetsuit boots, they come in a few different options when it comes to your toes. So we have two different options on shore and with the majority of all wetsuit boots. So that would be a split toe. So that's when your big toe and your other toes are separated. Idea behind this is it gives you more feel when you're on the board or you're using the bit of equipment. So if you're using a kayak, it's going to give you a bit more feel through your feet. Or you have a round toe option. So a round toe is when all your toes are together and that keeps everything nice and warm, and this is definitely going to be the warmer option. However, you might lose a bit of feeling when you're on the board. Now in some of the higher end boots, you will find something called an internal split toe or IST. And the idea behind this, as you can see on this one, is that they actually keep the feet separated. So there is actually a break between your big toe and the rest of your toes. But the idea is it still keeps that warmth and stops any leashes or anything like that getting caught. So this is what you'll find on the higher end product, and certainly is designed to be the best of both worlds. Now, in terms of boot technology, it's very similar to wetsuits. They all try and throw lots of different ideas and technologies at these boots to improve performance and warmth. So at a basic level, you're going to find a glued and blind stitch. This stops the water getting in. It's only it's glued and then stitched, nice and strong. As you go up through the range a bit, you'll start getting to boots which have glue. So this is the material you see on the outside of the boot. Idea with this is, again, it stops that water getting in, stops the bits and bobs coming through and getting your feet cold. So certainly on thicker boots, having this glued material really does make a big difference. And finally, you're going to be having straps that run across the top as well. So some boots, this is not on all boots, but quite a few, you'll find that a strap runs across the top. Idea behind this is it allows you to pull the boot up into the arc of your foot. So you can really pull it into the arch of your foot, and that makes a big difference instead of any space in the boot or your boot rolling around when you're wearing it on the water. Now, when you're looking again at the higher end of boots, you're going to see that there's a lot of different technologies going on. So with some of them, you're going to find linings like this example. This is a full fluffy lining. The idea behind the fluff is that A, it feels nice when you put it on, and B, it's going to dry really quickly and give you a benefit of warmth. So having that extra warmth again means that maybe you could look at a slightly thinner boot, but you're going to get the warmth from having that fluffy material running through. Finally, at the very top end, you can now get boots that are custom molded to your feet. So with this example, the whole grey section here can be custom molded to your foot. And then again, this is perfect if you're going to be using a wetsuit boot a lot, or if you'll have a slightly funny feet with a funny shape. So getting that perfect fit is really important, because the last thing you want is water sloshing around, getting you cold, or you tripping over your boot while you're trying to stand up on your surfboard. So that give you a quick rundown. Obviously, if you do have any questions, you can jump on shore.co.uk. We have a live chat feature, or you can drop us an email. Finally, if you can make it down to our store, we have pretty much every boot, every variety in stock, so you can come and actually try them on. A quick note on sizing, it's best to order just by your UK shoe size. They all come up pretty true to size. If not, we do write a little bit in the description there, so just double check that before ordering. And of course, we offer free exchanges here at Shore, so if you do order a 10 and you're on the cusp, you can always send it back to us free of charge and swap it for a 9, no problem at all. So that's a brief introduction to wetsuit boots. Obviously, if you do have any more questions, do let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching the video.